sorry, I didn't realise you were still asleep. I can call you back if you want. Okay, well, I just wanted to give you a heads up, really. I'm at the police station. I'm gonna tell them about the Ovids. Yeah, I know. I think Sabrina's right? If we tell them everything, then at least they can rule it out, you know? Oh, can I call you back? Hi.
Max, is everything okay?
Yeah, is DS Swain about? I've got something to tell her about Lauren.
Yeah, okay, just, wait there a minute.
Okay.
Sorry, Joe. Max Turner, he's asking to speak to you. Something about Lauren.
Did he say anything else?
No, that's all he said. I'll leave you to it.
Okay, thanks. PC Tinker tells me you have info on the Lauren Bolton case.
Yes.
What is it?
Lauren was an accountant.
Sorry?
Yeah, she had an Ovids account.
Yeah. We're aware.
What, really?
Yes. We can't locate a phone, but we managed to access a bank account. And besides which, Ryan Connor came in and told us.
Oh, right.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier if you knew? Look, I get that you want to be loyal to your friend, but this isn't the time to be holding back information.
No, I know that.
I think I'd like to talk to you and your friends.
Why?
It's nothing to be alarmed about. I just want to ask about the last time you saw Lauren. Right, Max, thanks for waiting. And just to reiterate, you're not in any trouble.
Makes a refreshing change.
I'm sure. So, from what I can gather, Lauren had a secret boyfriend.
Yeah.
But none of you met him.
No, hence him being a secret boyfriend.
She didn't mention his name? Anything else about him?
No, and I'm not really sure how many different ways I can tell you that he was a secret boyfriend.
Oh, less of the lip.
Sorry.
Were you ever there when she spoke to him on the phone? Did you hear his voice?
No, sorry.
How do you know he exists, then?
Well, I actually didn't think he did at first. And then I saw she'd keep getting these texts from him, and her mood would totally shift when she did.
Well, we now know Lauren had an Ovids account. Perhaps she was getting messages from clients.
Clients? What's she, like a prosy?
Sex worker.
Yeah, that's what I said. Was she?
No. Who's told you that?
Who's told me what?
Well, that there was no secret boyfriend, that Lauren was a sex worker. I mean...
Max, they're just asking questions.
Yeah, and they're the wrong ones. Look, this boyfriend definitely existed. And he's the one that you need to be chasing down, okay? I think Lauren was scared of him.
What makes you think that?
Just sort of the way she'd react when he texted, and then Bobby said he'd actually hurt her. I mean, you really should be speaking to him as well.
Yeah, we're doing that. I promise we're ruling nothing out.
Right, okay, and you need to speak to Daniel Osborne as well.
Why is that?
Well, because I think it's him. I think he's the secret boyfriend.
This is a really serious allegation you're making, you know.
I know. And I am not making it lightly.
I thought you and Daniel were all right now.
Yeah, we are. It's got nothing to do with the past. It's just... I really care about Lauren. She's a good friend. I've been getting weird vibes from her and Daniel for a while now.
What kind of weird vibes?
I've seen them talking in private when they don't think anyone is looking, and it is intimate.
Anything else?
Yeah, she seemed edgy. when she was talking about tutoring.
Edgy.
Yeah. Yeah, the last time I saw Lauren, I commented on how dressed up she was to go to one of her tutoring sessions. And she got really angry with me. Like, told me to shut up. And this was the 19th of February. And she told me that they had a tutoring session that night. But he said she was making it up. And he was tutoring her for free, by the way. I mean, that's a red flag, right? I don't know. He's a total sleaze.
Well, Max.
Right, he is. He is. And you know, he's got this thing for blondes. Sinead, Bethany, that sex worker, Nikki.
Thanks for coming in, Mr. Osborne. Want to take a seat? Now, before we proceed, I just want to make you aware that during this interview, you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Am I under arrest?
No. You're not under arrest. You may leave at any time. And you have the right to free and independent legal advice, which I understand you've waived at this time.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So, how do you know Lauren Bolton?
I don't. Not very well, anyway.
You tutored her, right?
Yeah. English lit. She went to get GCSE.
How much do you charge for tutoring?
Nothing. She was a bit strapped for cash at the time.
How did she pay you then? Another way, perhaps?
Like what? No. Absolutely not.
Did you ever receive or transfer money to Lauren Bolton?
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I think I did transfer some to her once.
What was that for?
To book her exams.
Wow. That's generous of you.
Well, I didn't want a financial situation getting in the way of a future.
You really do care about your students, don't you?
Yeah.
In fact, you were accused of caring a bit too much about the last young girl you were giving private tutoring sessions to, weren't you?
You mean Summer?
Another pretty blonde teenager.
There was never anything going on between me and Summer.
And what about with Nikki Wheatley?
Nick, what's she got to do with this?
Well, it's been suggested Lauren dabbled in a bit of sex work for some extra income.
No. No, she's just a kid.
And Nikki Wheatley's also a sex worker.
I'd like a solicitor now. Please.
Interview resumed at 1600 hours. Now joining us in the role of legal advisor. Could you please introduce yourself?
I'm Adam Barlow, a solicitor at Barlow Legal Services. My client is prepared to answer all questions fully.
Glad to hear it. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. Nikki Wheatley. What was the nature of your relationship with her?
We were friends.
Were you one of her clients?
No, I wasn't. Well, not like that, anyway. It's complicated.
Complicated in what way?
Do I have to?
Best to get out of the way.
I was her client, but I never paid her for sex.
What did you pay her for, then?
She helped me when my wife died.
How?
Mostly just by talking about her. But there were times when she'd put on her perfume, lie with me.
What about with Lauren? Is that complicated too?
No, because there was no relationship between me and Lauren.
Interesting use of past tense.
'Cause I'm talking about the past.
Are you asking questions or marking his grammar?
Is it true that Lauren knew your partner was cheating on you?
Yeah.
And she never told you?
No.
How did that make you feel?
She was put in a difficult situation.
I'd be pretty angry about that.
Well, like I said, she's just a kid. I certainly don't bear her any ill will. And anyway, I never even found out that she knew until after she'd disappeared.
Can anyone corroborate that?
Possibly, yeah. As much as anyone can prove a negative.
Lauren was seen with fresh bruises the day that she said she had a tutoring session with you. How did she get those bruises?
February the 19th. She lied about that. I don't know why. I saw her that day, but I didn't speak to her.
Where?
In the cafe.
Can anyone corroborate that?
I don't know. Maybe Roy, the owner. Or Maria. I was chatting to Maria that day.
Maria?
Connor.
And what about the day Lauren vanished? That'd be the 23rd of February.
In my flat.
Anyone see you?
Bethany. Bethany was there. For some of it.
But not all of it.
I don't...
Police say they are now treating the disappearance of a Weatherfield teen as a possible murder inquiry. 18-year-old Lauren Bolton was last seen on the evening of the 23rd of February.
According to police sources, forensic evidence found at her flat is consistent with a violent assault.
The lead detective, Detective Sergeant Swain, is keen to make clear that they are keeping an open mind about who or what might be behind her disappearance.
We're not ruling anything out at this early stage. What I'd like to do is reassure the public that we are determined to find out what happened to Lauren.